Hey everybody, Thrift Store Hacker back again, and we got ourselves another lawnmower that needs some doing. This one is a Yard Machines 21-inch, and it's got a, let's see here, 140cc Briggs & Stratton engine on it. And I've dumped gas down the carburetor. The thing fires up fine, but when I got it, the gas smelt like varnish. So that leads me to believe that the carburetor here is very clogged and I have to go through and clean out the jets or replace the carburetor. So to do that, the first thing you need to do is undo the top bolts here and lift this out of the way. And your gas tank will be connected right here. And then after that, drain your gas tank, take off the fuel line down here, lift that out of the way. And then you have your carburetor here, which you can pull the filter off of. Then there's going to be two places to bolt in right there, and then two more right there. You take those bolts out, and this lifts out. And then you're down to just the carburetor. And the carburetor, after you take these linkages off, you have one linkage right here, and then you have another linkage that goes up here, which is connected with that. After you take those two linkages off, this carburetor just pops right out. Now the first thing I've noticed on this carburetor is it's plastic. A plastic carburetor. I mean, why? I mean, make them out of metal. Most people keep their lawnmowers for decades. This is going to get hot if somebody leaves it out and doesn't put it in a shed. After a couple of summers, you're going to walk by and just like flick the side of this thing and it's going to shatter. But since we have this off, make sure all the gas is out of it, we'll take that into the shop room and work on tearing that down and rebuilding it. So what I figured out to clean this out, I'm just going to use some good old computer duster. And I looked at the schematic on this, and I can take my little pocket knife here and just kind of get under there and pop this out. And this is basically the jet assembly right here. And then I'm going to take my computer duster with the hose on it, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to blow out all these little ports. Well, it sounds like they're fairly clear there. If you look down in the carburetor, there's some ports down there. I'm just going to blow those out really quick. Now I can feel that one blowing on the inside body of the carburetor. I think that's about it right there, folks. It's free of obstruction. I haven't changed any of the settings on it. This only fits in there one way, so we'll just push that back in until it clicks. And we should be good on that. And then we'll reassemble our float assembly. It's right here. I put that little limiting valve there. Just drop that back into its hole. And then we'll put our pin back in. And this could be kind of tricky to get this pin in, but oh, look at that. Slid right in that time. You should have seen how horrible it was to get that thing in off camera. Alright, then we'll put our float ball back on in the way that we took it off. Put our bolts back in. Now I'm tightening these down with the ratchet. I am not going tight at all. I am just going snug because, once again, plastic carburetor. And there we go. Now we know it's gotten all cleaned out. I've gotten all the dust off the outside of it. That last few specks here. We know all of our carb and choke pieces are moving completely freely. Everything looks pretty awesome on that. So I guess the next thing we need to do is go put it back onto the lawnmower and see if it works. So as you can see, I got the lawnmower back together, put the carburetor back on, put the air cleaner back on. As you can see, everything's in there. Added some gas. Let's see if I can get this back on now. Everything. Normally I would show you how I put it back together, but it's like 106 outside and it's almost unbearable. So let me fire this up for you really quick. Now this is one of those lawnmowers that's like no prime. You just pull the cord. It's gonna be kind of hard to do with a camera in my hands, but I say it runs pretty good now. Just like brand new. So there you have it, folks. If you like my channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And until next time, build stuff and have fun.